Hello, my loves. This is Malayla with Love and Light Starseed Tarot. Welcome. Today I'm going to do a reading for Aquarius and their person. These are timeless messages, so whenever you click on the reading, it's meant for you. I hope everyone's doing well. This is for Sun, Moon, or Rising in Aquarius. Angel, spirits, guides, please show us what is the overall energy between Aquarius and their person, please. What messages want to come through for our amazing Aquarius? Queen of Pentacles, Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn. Whoa. Ace of Cups, 10 of Wands. One more, please. Queen of Cups, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. Wow. There is so much love here. You know, there could be a choice, you know, but it looks like something's coming to an end. A cycle is closing. You know, 10 of Wands. You know, you're done carrying a heavy burden. This could be for you or your person. It's the overall energy. So just take it how it resonates. But there is so much love and you want, you know, stability. This could be a new love coming in, or this could just be a, you know, healed version of the person you're thinking about. This is beautiful. How do you view them? The Chariot. The High Priestess and Judgment. Yeah. So this is a very spiritual connection. You could be, you know, having telepathy or, you know, just communication in the 5D. You know, you had to make a judgment call as far as moving forward, as far as, you know, where you're putting your time and energy. You know, you had to use your intuition in order to make this call. What is their energy? Knight of Swords. Four of Pentacles. Yeah, I'm just getting that, you know, something could have, a message could have came through dream state, or like I said, telepathy, you know, and that, you know, changed things for you. The Lovers, Gemini energy. You know, you're looking at things in a new light. You know, I'm just hearing you've gotten so good at making decisions. You know, because if you don't, you know that the amazing opportunities could pass you by. Their energy, you know, this person, you know, could be, you know, there's definitely a choice here. But this person could be holding back, could be greedy with money, or just greedy with their time and resources at this time. You know, knowing that they need to come forward with some communication or truth or honesty. How do you see them? Page of Cups. The Empress, Taurus, Libra energy. How do you see them? Whoa. Two of Pentacles and the Page of Pentacles. Yeah, so, I mean, you definitely could see this person as emotionally unavailable. You know, they could be just on the immature side, you know, but they definitely want to come through with an apology or a romantic gesture to the Empress. But this person is juggling options, juggling ideas, thinking about how to come through with some kind of offer. Even if it's a small offer or a small gesture, because you are the Empress. This is, this is you. This is your loving, nature. I'm just getting that you're thriving. You are a catalyst for many people right now. You're being watched. People look up to you because you lead with love. You lead by example. How do they see you? The Ace of Pentacles and the Strength. Yeah, absolutely. I'm going to get one more. Ooh, the Devil. Yeah, they're obsessively thinking about you. About your courage, your stamina, your strength, your determination. You could be having offers from, other people, or just, they're worried that you could have another solid offer coming through. And I'm just getting that you've been through hell and back. You have risen from the ashes, and this person knows that. You deserve all of the abundance. You deserve health and wealth. You've been so devoted to your growth. You honor your mission and your purpose every day. It's all on the way to you. It's coming in fast because you have taken the correct steps. How do you feel about them? The Emperor. Wow. Aries energy. Page of Swords. Yeah, so you definitely think this person is your divine counterpart. But you think that this person has more to learn. You think they could be possibly on the immature side or young side, or, just naive. And they could be stalking you. They could be watching you. They could be looking at your social media or just, pictures in general. How do they feel about you? 9 of Pentacles. 10 of Swords and the 8 of Wands. Yeah. They feel that you are, again, this pre-Empress energy. I mean, you are divine. You are standing on your own 2 feet. You are stable, healthy, wealthy, abundant, But they know if they don't come through quickly or with some communication, things could end, forever. There definitely could be an end to a cycle. They're worried that they're going to lose you. What are your actions in the 3D? The Hermit, Virgo energy. 10 of Pentacles and the 8 of Cups. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. Your actions are working, worried about your finances and stability and your legacy. Your soul connections, your spiritual life. You're walking towards your 9 of Cups, 10 of Cups. You know what you want and you know how to get there. Right? You're not allowing anyone to hold you back. What are their actions? I'm just getting you've chosen truth and clarity over comfortability. And you're being rewarded because of it. You are going to get there. What are their actions? Queen of Wands. Knight of Wands. Yeah. So they could be, you know, inconsistent energy, you know, player. They could be trying to play the field. There could be third-party interferences, or there could just be, you know, they could be with a Aries, Leo, Sag, you know. But if this is happening, you already know this is happening. It's not new news, right? This is just confirming things that you already know. What are your messages towards them? The Hanged Man, Pisces energy. Seven of Swords, yeah. Your messages are that, you know, they definitely are stuck. You know, in order to come out of any stuck energy, I mean, there has to be honesty, right? There can't be this sneaky deaky energy and, you know, lies and deceit. I mean, that's what keeps you stuck. What are their messages towards you? Five of Pentacles. And I'm just getting this. This person is really comfortable in this deceitful manner, or a stuck manner. Two of Wands. Yeah, they definitely are at a crossroads in their life. And, you know, this is a lot to do with money. You know, their money could be tied up somewhere, or just, you know, feeling lack in general, or that they don't have enough money. You know, they're in a lack mindset. What is the outcome, please? Page of Wands. What's the outcome? The King of Wands. Yeah, I mean, they're definitely, you know, there's definitely a lot of passion here. You know, there's lust, there's sexual chemistry. You know, you could be wanting to just, you know, be passionate. You know, it could be with this person, it could be with a new person, but you want passion, you want excitement, you want fun in your life. What is the advice, please? Seven of Pentacles. And the Three of Wands. Yeah. You know, just to continue to work on yourself, work on, you know, getting your life straight, your ducks in a row, you know, for your future. You know, you're just waiting for your ships to come in because you've done the work, you know, but just continue down the path you're on and, you know, continue doing, you know, what you've been doing. Keep working on your stability and your abundance. What is, I'm going to get a Hidden Truth Oracle for this connection, please. What messages want to come through? I wish I could take back my words. I feel you leaving me behind. I am grateful for the spiritual lesson. Thank you so much for liking and subscribing, and I'll talk to you soon. Thanks.